welcome to another video. My name is Sander and today we are visiting Bruce Peninsula National Park. Stick around until the end, also I'll show you the national park, the campground, Tobermory, and we're going on the boat cruise, so you don't want to miss this one. Bruce Peninsula National Park is located on Bruce Peninsula, arguably one of the most beautiful spots in Ontario. Tobermory, a very nice little town, is only minutes away and it's about a 4-hour drive from Toronto. So there's definitely some differences when it comes to national park versus provincial parks. First of all, we are on the Labor Day weekend and there is a complete alcohol ban. I know that used to be a thing back in the day with provincial parks, but not anymore. At the national parks, they still do that. The other thing is we arrived a little early, just after 1 p.m. They won't let you on the site yet. You really have to go back at 2 p.m. or later. So that's another difference, where at provincial park, if you show up early, as long as the person is off your site, you can go there, but that's not the case here. So if you go to the visitor center first, there's not a lot of trailer parking. It's only a few spots here.
A little later.
After 2 p.m. because early check-in is not available. So this is the dump and the garbage, and this is the potable water. This is the dump here. It took me way longer to figure this out than probably I had to, but the hole is right here and the hose is right there. So it's kind of an odd setup because you expect your rinse or your hose to be close to the hole, but it's not. So I guess we're gonna find that out on the way out how that is. So once you get past the initial registration, now you have to go to campground registration, which is right here. The other interesting thing about camping here, it's still very much on paper. So you have to fill out a form. So bring a pen, first of all, so you can do all this. This is our sign, it's sign 103. Now the problem is if you follow the signs, which is right there at the end of the road, it's a drive-thru site, so you have to pull in this way, like this. The problem is that tree there. It's a very, very, very tight turn. So as a result, you have to go from the other way. But even the roads here are pretty narrow. Smallest site is rated for 27-footer. Definitely wouldn't put anything larger than this in because you're probably gonna have a hard time. There are no electric sites at this park, so if you have a trailer, definitely bring a solar panel. So in order to get back in, you get a barcode on the bottom of your ticket, permit. And what you do is you scan it. Then the gate opens. When it comes to cell phone service in the park, it's pretty spotty at best, depending on where you are in the park. Now also keep in mind, it is all non-electric, so working from the campsite, this is probably not the place for you. Bringing your bike, totally up to you whether you want to bring them or not. There's not really any trails you can do. You can just explore the campgrounds and ride around in the campgrounds. When it comes to your water toys, you can certainly bring them. Cypress Lake is perfect to explore by kayak, canoe, or stand-up paddleboard. Similar to other national parks where you buy your permit, firewood is included, so you can just get what you need. So here's where you get your firewood, and again it comes with the purchase of your campsite. So this is the comfort station with showers. It's right outside of the purchase campground. There's a little playground / climbing area for the kids. Behind the comfort station there are some ping pong tables as well.
The next morning.
It is 6:30 in the morning. This is Cypress Lake here. I'm on the Cypress Lake Trail. I'm gonna go to Indian Cove and the Grotto. I'm hoping we're going this early. There's nobody around, but let's go find out. Signage here in the park is pretty good. As you can see here, the head of trails is in 800 meters. And with Parks Canada, he always had those red chairs everywhere. So we're by this intersection, so we're gonna hit to the Grotto. So let's go. They sometimes say the early bird gets the worm, but the early bird gets the nice views. That's beautiful with the sunrise and the fog. As in all provincial or national parks, keep it clean. Do not fly a drone. I know it's tempting because it's beautiful, but just don't. The signage here is excellent. So we are here now. So there's Indian Head. Just a little beach here at Indian Cove. You can see the escarpments everywhere. Apparently people still leave their garbage here, which is very unfortunate. But it's just overall beautiful here. The waters are absolutely crystal clear. One thing everybody says, the water is very cold. Compared to Lake Superior, it's nothing, so it's definitely not that cold.
Later.
Water is definitely on the chillier side. I retract my earlier statement where it wasn't as cold as Lake Superior. It definitely is very, very cold, but so beautiful.
Yesterday.
As you can see here, the waters are just absolutely crystal clear. And this is the grotto.
A little later.
Definitely refreshing, but so beautiful here. Definitely recommend it.
A few moments later.
A short drive from the campground brings you to Tobermory, a very small, nice town right on the Georgian Bay. So there's one gas station here in Tobermory. It's pretty expensive, $1.72 a liter. We are at Labor Day. Comparable gas stations in the area are anywhere between $1.50 to $1.60, but it's the only one in the area, so you don't really have a choice. Because it's such a popular town, there are lots of places to eat. This is the white fish and chips. I got the 2 pieces, it's really good. My daughter got fries and the smash burger. Tobermory is a beautiful little town to explore. Now, if you take a boat cruise, you do get free parking during your duration of the boat cruise. However, if you do want to explore the town of Tobermory, here's a pro tip for you. Park at the visitor center if you can find a spot, and if you already have a national parks pass, you can park for free, and it's only a short walk into the town of Tobermory. One of the must things do in Tobermory is to take a cruise. It will take you to the Shipwrecks and to Flowerpot Island. Now, keep in mind you have to book in advance. And guess what we didn't do? So as a result, we only were able to do the cruise, not the hop off and hop on Flowerpot Island. The first part of the boat tour takes you to the 2 shipwrecks, followed by the lighthouse and then Flowerpot Island. It's absolutely stunning here. The waters are crystal clear. The 2 shipwrecks here are the Sweepstakes. This one has been here since 1885, and the second shipwreck is the city of Grand Rapids, and it's been here since 1907. While both ships are about 5 to 7 meters deep, due to the crystal clear waters, you have a perfect view of them. While it's beautiful to see, I wish we would have spent more time here. So there are some kayak tours as well, where you can, take your time to explore the shipwrecks as well, which is certainly what we're going to do next time.
This is your captain speaking. We will be switching our commentary over to the PA system now that we are out of Big Tub Harbor. We don't use...
On the beach are 3 red and white buildings. The middle building would have been the lightkeeper's home.
This is Flowerpot Island. There are 2 flower pots, a bigger one and a smaller one. This is the hop off and hop on spot. Unfortunately, we could not get off today, which I should have known to book it sooner, but it is what it is. Next time we go back, we definitely recommend doing the hop off, hop on tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back and welcome aboard the Tobermory Eclipse. This is your captain speaking. I need everybody's attention for a few moments. I gotta go over a quick safety briefing with you before we get too far.
If you want to go from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island, this is the ferry you would take. Oh, and have I mentioned that the boats here have a glass bottom? So that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we had the trip where we had to stay on the boat, so we could not explore Flowerpot Island. But the shipwreck was amazing. Definitely recommend it. Definitely suggest to book a cruise where you can get off. But unfortunately, we were slacking and we were too late. So next time. I would definitely recommend visiting the visitor center while you're here. It's a nice visitor center with lots to see and do. Just a very short walk from the visitor center, there is a lookout tower. So right over there is where the trailer parking is. The visitor center itself, and over there is the town of Tobermory. If you're afraid of heights, this may not be the tower for you because you can see all the way to the bottom.
More moments later.
So we're gonna do the Cypress Lake Trail. This is also a trail that's accessible by bike. There are some nice boardwalk sections. That's the one we're on now. You get a pretty view of the lake. So this is the lake trail. Right now we're right here. The day use area, and the whole thing is 5 kilometers. So let's go check it out. So by the day use area, that's also where the yurts are. In the yurt section, there's also another comfort station. Past the yurts to the entrance part of the road, it's all rocks, so definitely not wheelchair and stroller accessible. They say you can do it by bike, and you certainly can do it, but I think you probably need a full suspension mountain bike. Mine is just the front, and I'm bouncing all over the place. So you do get pretty lookouts like this. Now there are a few good swimming holes, and it is very, very quiet here, so if you're looking for a hike where you don't encounter anybody, this is definitely the hike for you. Again, this is accessible by bike, but I walked like 3/4 of it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So let's talk about Bruce Peninsula. Bruce Peninsula is an absolutely stunning park. So much to do, so much to see, crystal clear waters. The Grotto Indian Cove, go for a swim there. It's chilly, but you know what? It's so worth it. It's just absolutely amazing. The town of Tobermory is a very, very pretty little town. So here's a pro tip. If you're already camping here, park at the visitor center, walk to the town. That way you don't have to stay anywhere in town. Take a boat cruise. It's absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the drop-off tour. Definitely next time I want to do it. All the lakes here are just stunning. Even Cypress Lake, it's so crystal clear and blue. It's just beautiful. Now again, it is non-electric, so keep that in mind. Either bring a generator, be mindful of the people around you, or solar like we do. We have two 200 watts panels, an additional 40, which sustained our trip perfectly fine here. In Birches, it's all drive-thru, and our side was rated for a 27-foot trailer. I doubt you can get it in there. We have a 17-footer, and we already had a hard time. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe next time we'll just bring the tent and don't have to deal with the hassle. But the other cool thing is, similar as some of the other national parks, you purchase a firewood pass, and therefore you can get unlimited amounts of firewood. So, which is pretty cool. We had a fire every day, and we had some big fires as well. So it's just absolutely stunning here, and I definitely recommend you going here. And if you'd like to see more, smash that like button. It really helps to push this video out, and subscribe. It's absolutely free, so you might as well. And if you're looking for additional great places to visit, why don't you check out this video right here, where we summarize the top 10 best provincial parks here in Ontario.